Hello everyone, a very good morning. Welcome to Oliveboard. I am Anshul, your CAIIB mentor, and today I am here with a very important session for you. This is the interactive question and answer session for CAIIB June 2025 preparation. So, all the questions, all the queries that you might come across when you are starting your preparation will be answered here. Also, this is a live session. So, if you have any doubts, any queries, you can ask in the live chat. So, before we start the session, make sure that you like the video so that if you face any queries later on, you can come here for the solution and also subscribe to the channel because till your date of examination all the updates, all the information here you will get. This will be your 1 point solution for all the doubts. So this is a live session. Ask all your queries, I will answer them. So if we start with the general information, first and foremost the query that comes to your mind will be the important dates. When will the registration start? When will be the exams? What will be the exam dates? Right? So registration, the notification has been released. The registration will start from 4th of March and you will have time till 24th of March to fill your registration. Again, uh, for registration for the first 10 days, let's say you will not have to pay any additional fee. Beyond that, additional fees will be there. All of these things have been covered in the separate session, right? So the registration will start on 4th of March for the June 2025 cycle, right? And the exam dates have also been announced. This time your exam is not in July but in June. So make sure that you remember that your exams are not in July, they are in June, from 1st of June to 25th, 29th of June 2025. So these are the important dates. If you have any doubts related to the registration process that will be done online, then there is the video regarding the step-by-step registration. You can also ask me here. And also, the late registration fees will incur according to the dates. Then, if we talk about the exam dates for the June 2025 cycle, have also been announced by the institution. On the 1st of June will be your advanced bank management. On 14th of June will be your bank financial management. On 22nd will be your ABFM, advanced business and financial management paper. On 28th June will be your banking regulation and business laws. And on 29th will be your elective paper exam. So all the elective papers, whether you are opting for rural banking, HRM, information technology, digital banking, risk management, or central banking, any of these papers, doesn't matter, will be on the same day, on 29th of June 2025. So these are your dates for the examination of June 2025 cycle. And you have time for revision between the ABM and the BFM paper, also between the BFM and ABFM, and around 4 to 6 days for your BRBL. But on the very next day of your BRBL is your elective paper. So start your preparation for the elective paper as well, because you need to qualify it in the same manner that you need to qualify your main examinations. All right. Then, if we talk about the eligibility criteria, the eligibility criteria is that you should have the JAIIB certification. You have qualified. If you have qualified the JAIIB exam, then you can appear for the CAIIB. This is the basic eligibility. If we talk about the age limit, then no age limit has been prescribed. The banking and the financial sector employees of any age can appear for the exam. Then if we talk about the passing criteria, so each of the papers will be of 100 marks. 100 marks each. So 100 marks for your ABM, 100 for your BFM, 100 for your ABFM, 100 BRBL, and 100 for your elective. So total will be 500. 5 papers you have to attempt. All right. Pricing criteria is 50 out of 100 in each subject. You have to score 50. So for the ABM paper, you need to score 50 or more than 50. More than 50 in the BFM, more than 50 in the ABFM, more than 50 in your BRBL, and more than 50 in your elective paper. In each of the paper, that means you need to qualify each of the papers separately. Then only you will qualify the CAIIB exam as a whole, right? As a whole. So this means that you require 250 marks if we talk about 500. So this is the second type of passing criteria. The second criteria says if you score 45 marks in each subject and your 50% is overall in a single attempt, right? So if you are scoring, let's say 45, let's say 45 in any of the paper, in ABM you have scored 45, in BFM you have, let's say, scored 47, then in your ABFM you managed to score around 63, in your BRBL you also scored around 65, and in your elective paper you can score 70. So if your total is more than 250 out of 500, then also you will qualify the exam. But for this, you have to attempt all the papers. Attempt all the papers. All right. Other criteria, that if you have qualified one paper, you can in one session, and you need to qualify only, let's say you have qualified four papers and only BFM is left. So that is a separate criteria. But if you want the 50% aggregate qualification, then you need to qualify, or you need to attempt all the papers, and your score should be more than 250. So 50% overall in a single attempt. Here you cannot think that I will give my BFM paper in the next attempt or my BRBL paper in the next attempt. No. So that is why we always advise you that you should attempt all the five papers so that you can get the benefit of this aggregate. 50% overall in a single attempt, right? Then the number of attempts, maximum 3 years or 5 attempts, whichever comes first. So you can attempt 5 times for your CAIIB paper, or for 3 years you can fill it, whichever comes first. All right. Then if we talk about certain key points, so we know the total marks are 100. Each paper carries a maximum of 100 marks that you need to, and there will be questions that, and you will be given 120 minutes. The question type will be MCQs, objective type questions, that will include case studies, numericals, scenario type, true, false, and other questions. And one very important point, there will be no negative marking. There was a lot of confusion among the aspirants whether in the 2025 negative marking will be there. So, any notice, any notice regarding the negative marking has not yet been released by the institution. So, we will follow the guidelines that were for the previous sessions, for the previous years, that there will be no deduction for the incorrect answers. And we have already seen the pricing criteria that the candidate must score at least 50 out of 100 to pass each of the paper. All right. So these are the key points in the exam pattern. Now, if we talk about the type of questions, so you will be asked conceptual questions focused on the fundamental banking concepts, policies, and financial management. Concepts are very important. For example, if we are talking about the BRBL paper, so there are so many laws and acts that you need to cover. So you should understand what are the provisions of the, for example, FEMA Act, or the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, or the Anti-Corruption Act, right? Then the policies, any government policies that have been launched. For example, if we are talking about the insurance policies, then what are the policies in this regard? The financial management, all the types of charges incurred, or the penalties or fees, right? So questions, conceptual based questions are the most important. Then case study based questions are also asked. The case studies again will be based on these concepts only, right? On the concept only. For example, if we again take any contract, let's say the contract of bailment. So when will this contract of bailment be valid? A case study will be given to you, a scenario will be given to you. Or if in the case of a contract being valid, let's say the case study says that a person who is of a minor age, they entered into a contract with a company saying that they will perform such and such function for them. But will this contract be valid? So, no. The person who is a minor is not a competent entity, right? So case study based questions again will be based on the concepts only. So you need to have conceptual clarity. Then numerical problems involve calculations related to loan amortization, capital adequacy ratio, and risk management. Then theoretical questions will be based on the banking laws, regulations, and the ethics. And questions will also be based on the regulatory and compliance related to the laws, guidelines, standards, especially which is important for the BRBL paper, right? So for our BRBL paper, specifically compliance and regulations, guidelines which are given by RBI, given under the various acts are very important. Whether we are talking about the Banking Regulation Act or the RBI Act, make sure that you understand these regulations. Finally, the most important question, or the question that many aspirants they ask, is the books and resources. So if we refer to the book that is suggested by the institution, it is the Macmillan books for all your papers that you can purchase online, or you can also avail the offline. But these books are very lengthy, and seeing your schedule, you cannot manage enough time to study from the Macmillan books. So you need to rely on the notes. Now, notes again, you can prepare yourself, or you can avail the notes from any expert mentor. Then IIBF e-learning platform, where you will get the PYQs or the most asked topics, that also you can avail. Or you can also avail the online learning platforms like YouTube or any blogs, Google, where you can study simply. Or you can join the super elite plan of all thing. You'll get the notes, so you don't need to depend on the Macmillan books. You'll also get the previous year questions, the mock test, live classes, doubt clearing sessions, everything, and also this YouTube channel of Oliveboard. So you need not worry about the different channels, the different sources, the different mentors, everything. From the study material, concepts, notes, all the important updates, everything you will get on the YouTube channel. So these are the books and resources, the only books and resources that you need. So I hope these basic questions, these were the frequently asked questions that you ask me regarding your preparation. I hope everything is clear. If you have any doubts, any queries, you can let me know in the comment section, and we will answer all of them. So you can join the CAIIB Super Elite plan, which is the all-in-one plan. You'll get live classes, mock tests, full length and sectional mock test, summarized notes, and case study and numerical based tests, the downloadable class PDFs that are exam specific. So subscribe now and join the course. Start with the classes. The classes have already started. Your exam dates are out. So give your preparation your 100% effort. All right, follow the strategy till your exam date, and you can qualify the exam. All right, so that is all from my side. If you have any other doubts or queries, please put them down in the comment section. And also, if you found the video helpful, make sure that you hit the like button, you share it with your other fellow aspirants, and subscribe to the channel because daily you're getting the most important information and updates and you should not miss them. So thank you so much. I will see you again in the live sessions with other important information.